friends today, Timothy.
Are you? Did you drink a Red Bull?
Never happened. Me calling you Timothy.
Oh, yeah. I'm usually in trouble when someone calls me Timothy. Oh, I should probably hit play on the replay.
That would be beneficial to all our viewers because they need to hear the awesome Terran music.
That's as well.
Really
yeah, dude, when I get called Timothy, it's like I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, my mom's like, Timothy!
I was like, kind of...
You gotta pee on your report card. Go to the corner. Did you have to stand on the corner when you were a kid, man? That's like the worst punishment ever.
Actually.
Corner.
I had to sit on the steps once, and I was distraught.
Sit on the steps? You just like put your head in your like knees and apologize.
They told me to go into my room, but I had video. They were like, go to your room. And so I went to my room, and I started playing Spawn. It was one of my favorite games on my Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I agree. Like, why is that ever a punishment? Go to your room.
Like
with our generation,
realized that it wasn't a punishment, so it became sit on the stairs.
Our generation should, the punishment should be go to our room, and they like go sit in your parents' room because there's like no TV, and there's books and stuff.
Oh yeah.
F parents, man. They don't know how to have fun at all.
Books on religion and stuff.
Yeah, man. No one reads that stuff. I want to read about Kingdom Hearts lore.
Yes.
Yes.
Video game.
Give me a walkthrough any day over that crap.
But not. All right.
My parents got like dolphin books. That was the crap they had. Like, it was horrendous. They read dolphin books. My mom was in love with dolphins. She killed a starfish.
In my brother's room, I would have been happy.
Let me do this introduction. I'm going to tell you the starfish story. Top left corner, guys, red Protoss player. It's going to be Classic from Team Prime. Bottom right corner, it's the STC.
All the weight.
Can he be on? Can he do it? It's going to be him from Complexity. And normally with SEC, when he goes into bracket tournaments, he's so good because he has 2 builds for every map. And that's just what he does the whole entire tournament.
All right, you're getting distracted, though. Starfish story.
Okay, starfish story. My parents went on a trip recently. It was on a cruise, and I believe they went to the Bahamas, and my mom took a starfish and put it in a plastic bag, and it was moving around too much, so she literally stabbed it and thought it was okay to kill a starfish because it was cute to take it home. So she brings the starfish home, and it like blackened out because it just died.
What?
Yeah, it had like nothing in it, and it turned all black and everything, and she was mad. She was mad that the starfish died. I was like,
I would be angry too. No, starfish. I buy dead starfish at the store all the time, and they're not black.
Yeah, I was like, Mom, you just killed a starfish for your own enjoyment. You're a horrible person. And
did she stab it?
Yeah, she stabbed it because she like put it in a plastic bag and it was still like moving around. I can't breathe, and so she stabs it. She stabbed it, dude. Legit. And brought it home. Put it in her like. I wish the TSA or TCA, TSA, whatever they're called. I wish they would have caught her and arrested her for killing a starfish. I was so mad. I was so mad, dude.
Guys, Complexity of the STC. He does not want to be unable to breathe.
Yeah, man. Well,
even though this map is underwater. Even though we are on Abyssal City and it's underwater. How appropriate. He needs to not die here. Oh my god. Tim, you should be a starfish impersonator.
No. It's SpongeBob. Patrick, man.
It's way better than Patrick. Why did they... all right, so I can't cast.
Well, I will cast for you.
We have a quick nexus here at Classic. I can say that much.
Yep, both players went for expansion-based builds. That's why we were able to tell the starfish story, because nothing will happen for a little bit here. But now we're going to start seeing build orders. We have double refinery follow-up here for STC. Notice how he went double racks here to wall off, which is a tell if Classic comes in that most likely there will be a factory in the starport quickly ran into, because you can't build reactor tech lab. What are you laughing at, dude? Game, man.
Yeah.
Focus. StarCraft.
Well, everybody missed the part where you raised your hands and wiggled back and forth like you were a starfish. I can't breathe.
He couldn't breathe.
All right. STC, he has taken 2 gases at this point, 35, so it's going to be a little ways until he gets a factory. He's actually already up to 250 minerals. I'm really wondering. Okay, 1 engineering bay, waiting for a second or something. He could go like absurdly greedy, like an eBay and a command center or something. I really think that's just a safety eBay versus possible DTs or something of that nature, because we are at 530 here.
I wonder if Classic Solar Scout. Do you see that? Okay, so he still thinks there's double rags here. And so I'm looking at his build order. He's moved into a robo pretty quickly. Didn't go for double gate into a robo, which means he thinks that could be Hellion opening or anything. He just wants to get a scout off really quickly, and I really feel like it's because of this double racks wall. It makes it look like some tech could be coming his way. He wants to have the observer available in case it is Banshee play, but SEC just falls up into his double racks in the main, moves into a tech lab, and gets an engineering bay, as you mentioned. So Classic could be a little bit on the thrown off side here.
Yeah, so the STC, what does he have vision-wise? It looks like as if he, from his reaction here, he's got, he's seen the expansion and such. Okay, he has.
We could use some help here.
And, he's actually a little contestation in the middle of the map, but Stamina +1 is the big story on the way right now. 170, 160 are those upgrade times, so they should be finishing around the same time. No factory started up yet, though, so this is not going to be any sort of drop play or anything. It's going to be just stim and just +1. He's starting the factory, but this is super duper late. Like if you hover over these upgrades, for instance, you got 60-second build time on a factory, so that's going to take you to 120, 50-second build time on a starport, and 42 seconds for a medevac. So he's still about 2.5 minutes away from getting medevacs on the field, and his upgrade only has about 1.5 minutes left. So this isn't going to be any sort of like stim medevac timing or anything. I wouldn't be surprised to see a fast third out of the STC and more defensive-based play and just working his way to medevac. But it could also just be an opening where he's going to throw something else in, like, well, what would it be, actually?
I don't know, man.
I was going to say tanks. Like, a double second engineering bay would actually make a lot of sense to go for behind the medevacs.
I'm reading both players' builds, and I feel like both players are playing really defensive. We are robotics bay really quickly here for Classic, which was assuming that some aggressive Marine play was coming your way, but SEC falls up into heavy Marines with stem pack with double bunker at his natural, which he's expecting some kind of all-in from Classic to potentially come, because at this point, Classic can do an all-in. They have a huge amount of wins over their opponents, and you can try and finish it pretty early. So it's just weird, because both players are playing really defensively. And Classic right now is even moving into thermal lance. They're just sitting back, and they've even checked their thirds as well to look for proxy shenanigans or an army coming that way. Classic will now be able to move into a third, though, with getting these Colossi finished up. Colossus finished up. There's now only one on the field.
On the STC's hand, you know, he's started combat shields. He's completed his second eBay, so he can start with the army. He'll actually be starting +2/+1 here in a moment, as he totally should. He's got 500 essentially right now. There they go. And a Classic is looking like he's gearing up for an attack, actually. With extended thermal lances, he's going to have 2 Colossi here in a moment. And these extra gateways, he's going to have a lot of potential to pressure. No third base thrown down for him quite yet. Neither, though, for the STC. It seems like these guys have a really good read on each other.
Oh, it's only 6 gates with Colossus here. So I'm trying to see if he's going to throw down another gateway or not. He's hiding his Colossus as well. I feel like he's going to expand behind it, but he wants to pressure and get damage done and prevent a third from going up. If he kills his opponent, great. But he wants to be able to fall back into getting his third. I really just feel like this is a pressure build designed here from Classic. I don't really feel it's all in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, a 7-gate isn't all in. Now this is maxed out 2-base production, 6-gate robo. He's not gonna have money for an expansion, but it's not an all in. Well, force fields are gonna cap a lot of these units. Actually, very nice. I just said cap a lot of these units. That's kind of comical.
Still in the gangster commentary.
So, I was thinking more capture the flag line here.
Okay.
But
maybe I'm too gangster. Well,
but you're right in the respect that he has a lot of tech here, so it's not an all in. Even though, actually, yeah, he's gonna even throw another gateway down behind it. So I mean, it is very invested in
Once
that.
he caught those Marines, he realized, okay, I can finish this game here. That was a lot of the forces here from the STC. SEC is now forced to pull back, waiting for medevacs to get in the composition, trying to sneak a third up in the top right corner. If Classic would like to, he could throw his Zolot up there just to prevent that from being created.
That poop crazy, man.
Is he? Oh, he is aware of it. He know about it. So here we go. Going to be having the units moving forward right away. Colossus in the front.
Such a good map for this.
Force fields, and SEC is just stuck here. He may just die.
He may. Classic Prime looking like he may secure all of it here with the STC up against the ropes, and it's so easy, folks, to force field at the natural expansion on Abyssal City. If you make it down into this choke, use the command center, use a hatchery, doesn't matter what it is, use it against your opponent. Notice how the STC is cornered right now. Force fields will simply go down the second he tries to push up. Actually, there's no sentry. Oh, there is sentry energy. The sentry's trying to get forward enough to actually throw down the force fields. There they are, cutting up those units, and Classic Prime is going to take it for his team. 5-1, guys. There it is. GG.
GG, man. Prime now makes it into the Premier Division for our Season 2 of the IPTL. Congratulations to them. Now, of course, Complexity will still have a chance to go ahead and follow up into trying to get into as well. I'm not sure who they're playing against quite yet, but of course that information will be released over the next couple of days. More information for you guys as well. Remember, tomorrow, the Twilight Council, check it out because we will be releasing our map pool for our IPL 6. Which is really, really darn cool. But again, still, congratulations to Prime. They played very, very well today.
I mean, Marine King and Classic both with great performances. Sasquatch Sasquatch did fall to Marine King actually in game number 2, but this.
Oh, he beat Marine King.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking Rise was in game number 2, headed backwards. So Sasquatch did secure the win there, however, for Complexity. So good showing from him. But overall, Complexity, they played pretty well. They really did.
Just a little bit out. Outmaneuver?
That was
Yeah,
exactly the word I was thinking. It was a
for.
lot of units actually being caught out of position, whether it was in this scenario or QXC's game, where oh wow, that was
He did a
actually
T-Rex
Sasquatch
opening,
on
didn't do
Metropolis.
damage.
Oh goodness, Rise. I am mixing up players' names right now so much because I'm actually thinking Metropolis was later. But you're right, outmaneuvering. That was the game with the Proxy Turax Marine King actually catching so many of his units out of position. If you guys missed it, you'll catch it in the rebroadcast that's coming up right after this. But I hope you guys enjoyed Prime versus Complexity. It was a pretty good match. Prime taking it 5-1.
Well, guys, on behalf of Kibbles and myself, thank you so much for tuning in to IPTL. The up and down matches will have the Heart of the Swarm qualifiers tomorrow, I believe, on the Korean side, if I remember correctly. Make sure to get your free tickets as well for IPL 6 by going to IGN.com/IPL6promo. Just get that done.
Alienware.
Thank you very much, Alienware. You guys are awesome. And with that being said, it's going to end the broadcast. Enjoy the rebroadcast, guys. Thank you very much.
Have a good night.